What's up, Slam Dancers? Today on Slam Dance with Krystine 16, we have Brett, who is the vocalist and guitarist of
US Bastards.
The US Bastards, who is currently on the Blood of Gods tour, which features GWAR, Doyle of the Misfits, as well as GWAR. It's a pretty stacked lineup for the punk scene. Now, how do you feel the tour's going so far, man?
Pretty good. All the shows are doing really well, and no complaints. The reception's been well. We're the opening band, so nobody knows who we are. So we got to push through that. So
that's how it goes, though, at the beginnings, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right on. So how's it like touring with GWAR and Doyle, these punk rock classic idols, man?
It's good. I mean, obviously, I've done a little bit of work with the GWAR crew over the years, and GWAR, I've toured Europe with them and toured the United States with them a few times before. So we all of us have a big history together. All the GWAR guys know the Bastards. GWAR. It's very incestuous, so that kind of makes it easy that we already have been on the road together and hung out. And, we're a pretty tight-knit unit. All the Doyle guys are cool. We've just met everybody on this tour. I've met Doyle and Alex, I think some of the band a couple of years ago in Worcester, Mass, at Palladium, but it's the first time we've all worked together.
Cool shit, man. US Bastards, how long have you guys been around and where did you guys come from?
Richmond, Virginia, started around 2006, probably.
Damn, so it's been a good minute for you guys.
It's been a while. We didn't start touring heavily until maybe last 3 or 4 years. Before we just kind of did some sporadic, regional tours here and there. But this has been, this will be our, I think third or fourth U.S. tour, full U.S. In our first time in Canada.
Wow, man, that's pretty impressive. All right, US Bastards, what is the band's current release right now?
Out of Luck.
Out of Luck. And what is the first song our viewers should check out on Out of Luck?
The first song they should check out is the first song, Darkness, on Out of Luck. It's just a punk rock song about Taylor Beale murder.
Right on. Could you elaborate on what the Taylor Beale murder really is?
Taylor Beale was a girl that got lured somewhere off into the woods by some fucking jerk from VCU and killed her. And it's haphazardly based on that. It's just a character will just lure you away. The premise of the song.
Right on. Well, what's your personal favorite track off of that release?
Probably You're Gonna Fucking Die, or either that one or Tag Along.
Right on. I assume maybe that's one of your favorites to perform live as well?
We play You're Gonna Fucking Die all the time. We don't do Tag Along. But the record was, we used to be called US Brass. And we changed the name to Bastards because people kept thinking we had brass instruments in the band. And we don't. It's just punk rock. So, Bastards, we actually were doing shows as a Motorhead cover band whenever we lost our bass player at the time when we were a 4-piece. So our guitar player would play bass and we would just call ourselves US Bastards. And then eventually we just became a 3-piece permanently, and I guess changing the name kind of fit because we figured nobody would mistake US Bastards as not being a punk or metal or rock band. It's one of the three. It's hard to fuck it up.
Of course. Now, for people who have never heard of US Bastards before, what are 3 for fans of bands you could recommend for people who have never heard you guys before? 3 that you feel like you kind of sound like you could.
Probably Zeke, Speed Dealer, and Peter Pan, Speed Rock. Probably our closest musical relatives. We're a little bit different. We're definitely inspired by the speed rock genre, just to play, very fast. It's a lot of the earlier songs were straight up built around the Donnie Paycheck drum beat from Zeke. But I think we're kind of swaying back and forth. Like when we did the Out of Luck record, it was definitely a mix of our old material and the new stuff. So it's kind of all over the place in my opinion. It's kind of got a lot of what we are trying to do and then what we were doing. The next record will probably be a little bit more cohesive.
All right.
If that makes any sense.
Yes, it does. Very much so. All right, now, how long have you been playing guitar for? Do you remember?
20 years.
20 years. Wow. So how old were you when you first started playing?
13.
13. Do you remember who some of your earliest musical influences were when you first started playing guitar?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like Hammett and Hetfield, but it's kind of weird. Like, I wasn't really into guitarists. I was into bands. So, I mean, like, a lot of the earlier stuff I wanted to learn was like some shit off of Rod and Lightning and things like that. But I never was like, oh, I gotta learn that Kirk Hammett solo. It was just like, I liked the Metallica song, you know, like, 'cause nobody likes anything past Load, or from Load and Beyond, or even, well, we won't get into all that, the travesty that is Metallica. But a lot of the Pantera stuff, Sepultura, definitely. I mean, Andreas Kisser, I probably tried to learn a lot more of his stuff from Sepultura than anybody else's back when I was young, because every Sepultura record like always floored me. Everything up to Chaos AD was when I was like a teenager, and even Roots, you know, I would go as far as to say that. Most people don't like Roots, but fuck them. All that shit's good.
Oh yeah, man. And you were saying you guys were a Motorhead cover band when you guys were a few years ago, right?
Well, only when we were always an original band, but whenever we were a 4-piece, and whenever our bass player would be busy, we would just go and do some shows as US Bastards, as that would just be a straight up Motorhead band.
So you guys are all pretty big Motorhead fans, I
Yeah,
assume.
oh yeah. And but yeah, the name just kind of stuck. That's what I mean, because Motorhead's original name was Bastards, and they changed it because nobody would put that on a marquee.
I did not know that.
But yeah, Motorhead had a better ring to it. But you know, we're not worried about fame or fortune, so Bastards is okay with us.
Right on. We'll finish this interview out with one last question for you. Who is God, Lemmy or God?
Lemmy, of course.
Woo! That's how we got it, man. All right, be sure to check out US Bastards on the Blood of Gods tour, which features GWAR, Doyle, as well as Ghoul. Be sure to check them out when they come through your city. Is there anything else you'd like the viewers to check out of US Bastards?
Check us out on the GWAR tour. Give us some support, buy some t-shirts. We're on Bandcamp, Facebook, not on MySpace.
Why not, man? MySpace is the best shit, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just fucking with you, man. Right on, and that's all we have on Slam Dance with Krystine 16 today, and we are out. Woo!